from prison. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything you want me to know before I set your bond?
No.
Well, your court date is set for Monday, September 12th of this year. That'll be at 5200 Eastern Belton Boulevard at 9 a.m. for your first appearance. On your escape charge, I have a state's recommendation for $10,000 cash or surety. Your bond is set for $25,000 cash or surety. On your larceny charge, I have a state's request for $25,000 cash or surety. Your bond is set for $25,000 cash or surety. Your total bond is $70,000 cash or surety bond. And as a condition of your bond, you're not to leave the state of South Carolina without prior approval of the court. And you're to have no contact with the victims in this case. That contact includes physical contact, meaning you cannot go to their home, school, church, or work. If you see them out and about in public, you are to leave and go somewhere else. It also covers electronic contact. You cannot call, text, email, or send a message through a third party to pass along any kind of message from you. If you were to violate that, you could be ruled back into court where your bond could be revoked and you would have to stay in jail with no bond until your court date. You could also be charged with an additional crime of the violation of a protective order. Do you have any questions for me about your bond or the conditions of your bond?
No.
All right, I have signed that paperwork. It is ready for you to sign. So you get a copy of all that information in writing. I do wish you the best of luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
His name is at the top. Your Honor? Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's the next one you want to see?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your full name for the record.
Matthew Chaplin.
Mr. Chaplin, my name is Judge Leviner. I'll be conducting your bond hearing this morning. Before we begin, I want to make sure that I have your consent to conduct this hearing using the video conferencing system. Is that okay with you?
Yes, ma'am.
I also want to make sure that you understand certain rights that you have. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to a trial by jury and to be present at your trial. Should you fail to attend, you will be tried in your absence and a bench warrant will be issued for your immediate arrest. You have the right to obtain a lawyer and have a lawyer present at any time during interrogation or questioning by law enforcement officers. If you're unable to afford an attorney, the court may appoint one for you. You can contact the Public Defender's Office about that. They're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 4, and it costs $40 to see if you qualify for that service. When you show up for your court date, if the charges against you are dropped, dismissed, no-crossed, or if you're found not guilty, you may have the right to have your record expunged. This is a general sessions charge, so you have the right to a preliminary hearing, but you must request that hearing within 10 days from today. Do you have any questions for me about those rights?
No, ma'am.
Are you still at the Alamo Street address?
Yes, ma'am.
Who lives there with you?
No, ma'am. No, I'm not there.
Where can you receive mail?
Azalea Drive.
Mm-hmm.
1101 Azalea Drive.
Sir, you've been charged. I'm sorry? Mm-hmm.
I have some questions for you, too.
Go ahead.
I want to know how they charge me with grand larceny when I never been caught with nothing, or I had never had nothing from my possession or anything. How am I being charged with grand larceny?
You'll have to ask law enforcement. They've brought that charge against you. I'm sure a detective would be happy to speak with you if you wish.
Yeah, but how can this go in front of a judge if they don't have the proper saying I had possession or anything of it?
Sir, a judge has signed the warrant. Law enforcement has brought the charges. You're here for your bond hearing now. It's not about guilty or not guilty today. Okay? I'm going to give you a date for trial. Is there anything you want me to know or to consider about your situation before I set your bond? Your court date is set for Monday, September 12th of this year at 9 a.m. That'll be at the courthouse in St. George at 5200 Eastern Belton Boulevard. I do have a state's request for a cash or surety bond in the amount of $40,000. Your bond is set for a cash or surety bond in the amount of $40,000. As a condition of your bond, you're not to leave the state of South Carolina without the prior approval of the court, and you're to have no contact with the victims in this case.
And I want to say another thing too.
Yes,
When I arrived here at the annex, I wanted to have my lawyer present and my family present, and the officers here would not let me do that. Ain't it my right to have somebody present at my bond here?
Sir, I'm sure the jail is happy to let you use the phone if you need to do that.
Well, I asked them when I first got here, and they told me they couldn't.
All right, sir, I'm going to have to re-sign and have it sent back over to you for a signature. It'll be just one moment.
You know what I need to do? So you telling me I couldn't use the phone and have my lawyer present at my bond hearing?
That's correct.
Well, how is that correct? That's my attorney. So you denying me from calling my attorney?
All right, officer, that paperwork is ready to be signed. Best of luck to you, Mr. Little.